Nick's separated.
Nick's family are merchants, very, very wealthy merchant nobles in Starkhaven, and so he was babied as a child. He was basically raised by a nanny. His parents were very hands off. At the age of 10, he was sent to at the age of 10, he was given the choice of an arranged marriage or becoming a Templar, and he chose being a Templar because his big brother was a mage and he wanted to go be with his brother. He kind of regrets that decision now that he's almost 30.
No, I'm meaning, how did he survive when you got separated?
He's been with Deirdre the whole time. Like, I think Nick was probably on his own for a grand total of like 4 hours, which was long enough to find a tavern and get shit-faced drunk.
And then wind up in her goat trough.
Yeah. Because when they were traveling together, they had a whole group of Templars with them. So he's not really been on his own in the wilds at all.
So much for that group.
I wonder what happened to them.
I wonder.
Maybe you'd have found out if you'd have come. Instead of getting shit-faced drunk and winding up in a goat trough.
And then you would be stuck with me by yourself.
Until you found me.
Yeah. Are you thinking of becoming a Templar, Ingrid?
No.
That's what your comment implied.
I'm just here for 5 years.
Can we just... I just want to go home. I miss my trees.
Both.
Okay, sorry. I had hot tea.
What I'm seeing here, it'd take roughly 2 1/4 to 2.5 days to walk to Ostagar from Redcliffe.
Okay, so... And Oscar's pretty far down there.
And that's flying... that's like crow flies. It'd be longer if you follow the road because it takes you to Lothringen and then south.
Yeah, we're not going quite that way. I just need to know distance. Softmere is not that way. It'll probably take a day and a half to get Softmere.
Yeah, because Redcliffe, Ostagar, and Lothringen are like a triangle. So, yeah. Probably about 2.5 days.
I think it's Ostagar.
At the speed we can walk. Where are we going?
Softmere, which I don't know if it's on the map.
Okay. Yeah, no, it has Honley and West Hills is south of that. Yeah. There's another version that's a little more updated with towns and stuff, but I couldn't get the grid to work. So.
And you said each square represents a day's walk journey?
Yeah, each square represents about 30 kilometers, which is roughly 1 day.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably roughly where the West Hills is, because Kokara Wilds is all this right here, where you start getting into the swamplands.
Yeah.
So, probably about a day and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which means we have to start walking.
Yeah, start walking. Which means we'll get by there by nightfall tomorrow.
I don't want to walk. Where am I going? I'm going to stay here.
I don't think Acacias will let you do that, Psyche.
No.
No.
At least she's honest.
Yeah.
I don't want to go either. We can moan about it the whole way down.
Fine.
Or rather, Nick wants to go to the festival, but he would much rather do it from horseback and after sleeping in a nice cozy bed.
I'm sorry. Your mom isn't here right now.
To wipe your butt and tuck you in.
Didn't you do
Are you
that?
volunteering, Deirdre?
I only wipe babies' butts.
Oh, that's right. You were
So you are volunteering.
He's a bit too big.
And you haven't
But
even
he's
had...
still a baby.
He's still a baby,
He's just
but
a big baby.
you have to weigh about 10 pounds or under for me to wipe your butt.
It's a big baby.
It is a big baby.
I've known babies
I
be over.
imagine elven babies are
13.
probably smaller than human babies. I've never delivered an elven baby.
I don't think I've ever been around an elven baby.
Not even.
At least not since you were really young, yeah.
Yeah.
And she means that just as an honest, curious medical
Yeah.
question. You know, she wasn't trying to be insulting.
Yeah, no, she's literally trying to think, because that's probably blocked off.
But it's probably true, though.
Yeah.
Elven babies are probably smaller than human
Yeah,
babies.
Yeah.
it makes sense. Bone structure. Bone structure is
Well,
probably...
we should get going.
Yep.
I don't know why you're whining. We've been walking on our feet for the past 2 weeks.
That's why I'm whining. I want a break. Haven't we done enough to deserve one night in a bed? One night in a nice warm tavern with a hot meal and not
Deirdre,
some...
how are you okay with walking in those boots? Those look awful.
How do you walk with no shoes?
Just because you don't have the money doesn't mean I don't.
This is Deirdre. She's just sitting here doing this.
It's the
No,
world's
Psyche
smallest
does
The
wear
violin.
world's smallest violin.
But elves
You
don't
can't
wear
tell me that you
Not
don't
all
prefer your
elves do,
hut
but
to
she
be out in the
had
wild.
I did,
because she
but I was
grew up in the
kidnapped.
fucking wild.
Yes, well, so was I. So if I have to suffer, you should too.
The Sylvans insisted on it. But your
How do we
boots
do
are
the travel
awful.
thing?
I know, they're used. They're not mine.
Do they not fit you?
They fit me well enough to get by.
But there's holes in them.
I'll patch them later.
Oh, that's sad.
God, you should just get a new pair.
I'm sure
most
we
of
can
my silver
find-
was taken by the Templars.
I'm sure there will be plenty of dead bodies along the way. Maybe I can find you some better boots.
If fast, I would.
Actually, these boots are probably her husband's.
Those would be big boots.
Yeah, exactly.
Those look a little too big for you.
Well, they belonged to a man.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Did you knock him over the head with a frying pan and steal them?
No, but when he died, I was left with them.
Oh, and how did he die?
Bandits.
Oh.
Bandits would do it. You know what's really
Yeah,
effective
asking the real
against bandits?
Huh?
Said good job asking the real questions.
Yeah, you know what's really
Well, she
effective
said they belonged
against
to a man.
bandits?
She did specify it was her ex or her dead husband.
She probably hasn't mentioned her husband yet.
Yeah.
She hasn't probably even said that, that she's,
That she was married.
So,
yeah,
so
no,
we
she
have
hasn't mentioned it at all.
this witch of the wild, or in some man's boots that he died. Seems suspicious to you?
I don't really
Oh
care.
yeah, but she's not the witch of the wilds.
No, I was the midwife at the crossroads.
Bye, Jenny.
Bye. See you next time.
See ya.
Okay.
I'm not even the witch of the wilds.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope we're having fun.
Oh, look busy.
We're chilling.
Yeah, we're discussing.
So
So is there gonna be a bath anywhere between here and where we're
There's a
going?
bathhouse here. I'm sure you can catch one.
Okay, yeah.
But if we have to start walking to wherever we're going, some other small, forsaken little town in Ferelden, smells of wet dog, I highly doubt they'll have decent bathing facilities. We might find a creek along the way.
You don't smell so pretty yourself.
No, trust me, I'm aware of that.
So is everybody else.
At least he's walking in the back. I have to smell because I have to be right
Oh,
behind
wait,
you.
I totally took that mirror from you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I'm gonna make a note of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I took the mirror off of mine.
I'm gonna add that with my soap and hairbrush. Nick probably has like perfume oil and like all this ridiculous shit. Like he probably packed with the idea of like going to a city, and then he's in the wild and like this is the worst.
I can totally
Eventually, Psyche
imagine.
can make him perfumes.
I can totally imagine one of these days if Nick really pisses off Acacius just grabs that mirror and just goes, whoom, and just chucks it.
But that was the first thing I ever gave Nick.
Is that when he starts going to Deirdre to make his hair look nice?
Yes.
First he has to kiss up to her to get her to like him first.
He can kiss her in many
Kiss
many
up.
ways.
Kiss up to her.
You can do that too.
No. Anyway, let's get a move on.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get this over with.
Are we leaving or are we staying?
We're leaving.
Everyone simultaneously, we're leaving.
But Deirdre's like, thank you, Arl.
Thank you, sir.
Nick would be like, "Thank you very much for your information, sir. We will help you and report back."
Sir, he's my lord.
My lord.
She's like,
Nick doesn't understand because he's not like a prince or a king or whatever. Like
she's like,
for
Acacius
world and
would probably
politics
hit
are
him
different from
over
our
the head.
politics.
my lord, he's no villain.
My lord.
He's the king's uncle.
But I'm also
Psyche would just like look at him really shyly and just kind of follow off.
because technically
Bye.
Nick is
she's
also
like,
lord.
King, Taryn, Arl.
Why do I care?
we have a prince.
That doesn't make his
The
rank any
veils.
less.
He still deserves respect. He's
That's
the
the thing.
hero of the Blight.
Even if he is Ferelden.
Whispering us after we leave.
But you were Marcher, you probably know of Tegan Warren.
Actually, yeah, that's true. We've been
Yeah.
going. Yeah, I mean, Nick would be polite. Nick has the etiquette, so he may
Yes, it is.
fudge it up, right?
And he
But
doesn't sound
you know.
like a Ferelden. He sounds like a Marcher in
Yeah.
accent because that's where he grew up. So, but yeah, you know Tegan Warren.
Like Nick would use titles, but he might mess up the title.
I almost wonder if people who are from the Free Marches would be like you'd get like half and half people that are like, oh yes yes, I know of him. He's so cool. And then there are the others that are like, he can walk like a marcher, talk like a marcher, do whatever like a
But
marcher.
he'll always be a
He's
Ferelden.
I would go with
I think
Liar.
that's probably the second option
Yeah.
from what I know of
It
mergers.
depends on who, what the status of the person who's talking. So,
Everyone who's probably lower would be like, oh
Oh,
yes,
he's a good man.
he's so cool. All the people who are high ranking, like Acacius and his family, whatever. Ferelden.
It's like when you go to Hello, I'm Cheryl, and it's like, oh, Marsha, no way. Right? Like they do that, like the gossipers in the background, they're like, I heard the Inquisitor was a Marsha, and they're like, no, that cannot be true. Fucking Orlesians.
Fucking Orlesians.
I love how Oliver's just like, Orlesians.
everyone at the table, you know, we can all complain about everything else, but, you know, one thing we'll always agree on.
Orlesians.
So anyway, we're walking.
We're walking.
We're walking. It's a quiet road. Really, it's well patrolled by the Arl's men. So it's really quiet. You're not really gonna run into a lot of bandits. It's not a long patch of road. It's a day and a half for a while by walking. So
It's a long, long patch of road.
right, but you're not going to Denerim.
No, that's a really long patch
Okay,
of road.
it's part of Ben Arl Tegan's Arling, and so it is well patrolled road. It's the further south you go, the marshier it'll get. But there are little way stops along the way, like road stops. You'll run into a merchant caravan passing on the road here and there.
Can we attack them?
No.
No, I
Damn.
mean you can, but
No.
that's bad news.
Sad face.
So, you make it probably a quarter of the way there by the time night falls. You can keep walking through the night, or you can make camp. It's up to you.
I can see in the dark just fine. I don't know about you, motherfuckers.
I'm fine too.
I'm tired and I want to stop.
I will keep walking.
Fine, we'll keep
Do you want me to drag you?
I probably could.
Not particularly, no.
I can put you over my back.
Nick will keep walking for a time frame at least. I mean, we're not gonna walk all night, but we can keep walking a bit.
Psyche gets a piggyback on Ingrid. Psyche's light enough. Ingrid could do it.
I'm 125 pounds. I'm 5'8".
I'm 5'4" and 100 pounds.
Yeah.
You're also
All muscle.
Oh, so yeah. I'm all bone.
Eventually, you guys wander sometime after dark. Make perception rolls.
Always a fun one. 12. No, 13.
9
11.
and
13.
13.
Wow.
16 and 9.
Alright, if you got above 11, you notice that, you've noticed as you're walking that there are a few merchant caravans coming the opposite direction of you. But you notice there's a lot more, because they're on carts and horses, passing by you, heading the way you're going. There is to be a festival, so a lot of
Makes
merchants
sense.
and entertainers. Some of these wagons are merchant caravans. Some of them are painted brightly with colors and such to denote entertainers of sorts. So it looks to be quite a party.
Psyche's staring at fireflies. That's
Keep
why she
walking.
failed.
You're on my back, so.
Yeah, she's staring
I
at
wonder if
fireflies.
any of them could give us a ride.
I already have a ride.
You're welcome to flag one down the next time they pass, but it's getting late.
I'm gonna flag one down. Next one that passes.
Boof.
High or low?
Low.
Okay. You don't see one for an hour.
Poor Nick.
It's probably about 9 o'clock. Planting season, so it's early spring. Oh no, it'd be winter
Yeah.
because we're in the south.
Yep.
So,
How- Please.
so it would
Dark.
be dark.
Mm-hmm. I assume that we have a lantern or a torch.
I
We're
have a
not just
torch.
walking blindly.
I have a lantern.
I have a torch.
Okay.
Well, actually, they have opposite seasons. So winter for them is the planting season. So it would be getting darker.
But it'd still be.
It'd be getting darker later. It's
But
probably
if it's 9 o'clock, it'd still be pretty much
getting
dark.
dark. Yeah. So yeah, it's about 9 o'clock. The last caravan you saw was around 8. It came at 8. So. When do you want to stop for the night? At what time?
I don't know. If he flags one down, we can just.
I need to know how many times I'm gonna roll.
Oh, okay.
It's 9 o'clock right now.
Let's stop.
Don't ask Acacius. He'll go all
Okay, so
night.
just walk all night. Freaking Energizer Bunny over there.
I say we stop when we find a decent place to stop.
High or low?
Hi.
You don't see one for the next hour.
Alright, you said there were way stations.
No, they're not like populated
inns.
areas. Kinda. It's like a place to rest your horses.
It's better than nothing. They might have. A lot of times you would find like a little inn or tavern on the
Yeah.
crossroads.
Yeah.
So
Little bitty thing, not much.
yeah, that's when you can pull over basically for the night. It's like
Yeah.
it's a thing.
I say we stop when we
But they are
find-
further and fewer in between the further south you go. Because of chasing raids and
I say we continue on for another hour, and if we don't find them, we'll make camp.
high or low?
low.
Low?
Yeah, well.
You see a caravan come by.
I'm safe.
It's coming
Thank
in the
Andraste.
distance. You see 2 oxen pulling a wagon, 2 lanterns hanging from it, you know, and a guy with the reins and a guy with a crossbow sitting next to him.
Nick's gonna flag him down.
As you get closer, it's actually a woman with a crossbow and a man holding the reins.
Nick is still gonna flag him down.
And she's like, "How can we help you, travelers?" "Oh, excuse me, Sir Templar."
And
But it's like, good evening. I'm Sir Nicholas, and this is Acacius. We are Templars from the Marches, escorting some of our friends here, and we hear there's a festival. But are you heading that way by chance?
We are.
Do you have room for some travelers in your caravan? We can offer protection for the rest of the trip.
I think we can make room for a couple of you. Yeah.
Yes.
The woman hands the man her crossbow, and she goes back into the wagon, and she goes rustling around, and she goes, "All right, it's not very comfortable, but it'll do."
If it gets me off my feet for the day, I'll be happy. Nick is going to take advantage of that and just be like,
So are one of you going to? Are you guys gonna? And she's like, "So if you guys are gonna keep watch, I can't keep watch all night. My eyes get tired. Are one of you going to take watch after me?"
I'll take the watch.
I'll go after
Says the
him.
man who's whining about being tired.
But he gets to... No, he's not tired, sleepy tired. He's tired of walking. He's physically tired, but he can sit there and keep watch at the front of the wagon. He just wants to sit.
Can you use one of these?
I can't necessarily use one of those, but I can manage.
Do you want to use my bow?
Well, crossbow, you wouldn't be able to use a longbow on a wagon.
She has a
Short
short
bow.
Oh, you have short bow? You
I
could
have the
probably do that.
longbow.
I mean, Nick would probably take the crossbow because it'd be easier to
Do
use.
you know how to use one?
He's not trained in crossbow, no.
Oh no. You'll take penalties
I
if
know,
you have to use it. Yeah.
if I have to use it.
Alright.
But if we get attacked, Nick is going to jump off that wagon and pull out his weapons.
Alright, well, you're not going to take it out. She's probably going to go. She goes, "In about an hour, I'll be ready to retire for the night."
Come and get me.
When you get in the wagon, there's another guy back there, but he's asleep.
Can I raid his pocket?
No. You get the impression that he is going to take the reins after the other guy's turn is over.
I don't sleep.
So an hour goes by, and the two of them are ready to switch out. You see the wagon pull over,
Yep.
and they rouse the other guy, and she hands that crossbow to you.
Nick's like, just show me briefly how to use it.
She shows you how to get a bolt in, how to pull the trigger, and how to reload it. It's not like Bianca; it's just regular crossbow.
Every crossbow was a little different, so he'd be like, okay, yeah, I got it.
And she goes, it's just like you don't have to pull it back like a regular bow or anything. Much easier. Alright. And then
Are the rest of you guys like napping in the back?
I'm not. I'm awake.
Acacia's plodding alongside the oxen just to be stubborn about it.
they introduce themselves. Her name is Moira, and the man who is behind the reins is her brother, Jacob. The guy, I said brother, right? Yeah. The guy who was passed out in the wagon who's taking reins is her husband,
Fair enough.
James. So,
Psyche takes a nap.
I'm awake.
Awake.
alright. Deirdre's going to rest.
The mage asleep. Acacia's being stubborn. Nick is gonna sit and be chatty with the
Acacia
driver.
just doesn't like asking for help from people they aren't familiar with.
Ingrid doesn't know doesn't trust strangers.
If nothing else, we'll get there in half the time. Like,
Or be dead.
If it's a day and a half walk, it'd probably be half that on a wagon.
Yeah, you guys barely
So,
leave midday the next
We'll get
day.
there by midday rather than evening.
Cilantro's just excited to ride in a wagon.
Which
so
means
he's
we'll
just
get
wagging
back
his
to
tail.
Redcliffe even sooner so you can wait for that raven. Acacia's is just so unimpressed.
The
I play flute music.
alright,
have a
next 4 hours
strange
go by without any trouble. You ready to switch out ship watches? Next
Alright.
person.
Nick will switch out.
I'll go.
Hands Acacia's the crossbow and says, have fun, mate. Crawls in the back.
Still awake.
Checks on the mages.
Deirdre's
Who are
still
asleep.
I'm awake.
He's gonna sit next to Deirdre, wherever she's sleeping. Stretch out.
Psyche's still asleep.
You're using me as a pillow.
That'd be cute.
Probably using the dog as a pillow. Are you
Yeah.
serious?
No, the dog's a
The
blanket.
dog takes up half the caravan.
The dog's a blanket. I'm.
No, the dog's the pillow. I
The
mean,
dog's
he's wagging
way
his...
too big to be a blanket.
Yeah.
I figure Nick he's probably not gonna
Crusher.
sleep, but he'll take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
Because if one of you moves, then he'll probably wake up.
You're using the dog as a foot.
Hey, if they're in
Right.
a wagon car, there's not much that they can do to get away. Because he doubts that one maybe, but that one's not going to hurt the innocents that are helping us. That one,
Alright.
she might
What
just
am
want
I
to
to
live in
you?
a box. I don't get the idea Ingrid would just kill them for the sake of it. Like, I think he trusts her. You're not a mage. You're just traveling with us.
I'm
So
not a mage.
Dawn comes, uneventful, no problems in the night. Again, this road is really well patrolled by the king, the Arliss men.
I'm awake, but my eyes are closed.
They're ready to switch out the person with the crossbow, but she's still asleep. The one, Moira, she's still asleep. So I guess you could take the next one.
Sure.
Nick is at this point probably using Deirdre as a pillow.
She doesn't notice she's asleep.
I know she doesn't know because she's asleep, but when she wakes up, there's gonna be a Templar.
She's like,
Drooling.
Like I imagine he fell asleep like this, and then just
Wait.
kind of with the shaking of the road, and like he kind of drooped over.
Mouth open, drool coming out the side.
if you're sitting up, that does happen.
Yeah.
It happens either way.
All right. The when you take
Nick doesn't snore though.
you take the third watch, or I guess the first watch of the day. Her husband James, he's sitting there and he goes, "Huh? We don't see many Avar around here. We've done business with some of your travelers, but you might run into some trouble in Southmere. They don't really know much the difference between chasing an Avar, and they get a little spooked. Just a warning."
Thanks.
I like how this Ferelden merchant has a very
Country
accent.
I can't do an accent.
Howdy owl.
I can't do an accent, so you know.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I could too, but.
I'm trying to
It's
get.
really
I'm
funny.
trying to get apart. I'm
Yeah, I know.
impressed that he's kind of a bumpkin.
As far as Nick's accent, it's probably fairly similar to. It's probably not quite as Scottish as Sebastian's, but along those lines. He doesn't sound like he's from Glasgow.
Why aren't you scared of me? Being Warpaint. I would think it'd be different with one in Warpaint than the ones in the first.
he's a trader. He travels all over trading with different kinds of people, including the Avar.
He's used to
Because
it.
you've already good to trade with.
Yeah.
You get rare items like hides and stuff that would sell for a
Yeah.
good price.
Psyche stirs.
Exotic items from the Avar. It's okay, she's just making that face.
Okay.
Alright, they don't really, they pull over, a little after dawn. We'll make a little camp, fire. Deirdre stirs and she's like,
There's like this weight.
I have rations and fresh food.
she shoves him roughly.
Psyche hops
How
out.
rude.
Okay,
awesome
not
to me.
kicks Nick the
I
rest of
wasn't
the way
on
over.
you.
Yes, you were.
Not intentionally.
Ooh, elf fruit.
Acacia kicks Nick the rest of the way over after Deirdre pushes him.
It's like, I'm getting up.
Sorry, I was stretching.
Those are some long legs.
Nick would be like that. Fine, I'll get up. I need to piss anyway.
Just
It's a long caravan ride.
Deirdre offers to help them cook breakfast. And so that's what she's doing.
Psyche wanders around the perimeter of the campsite looking for herbs.
Not a bad idea.
I'm with you.
They're just stopping just for to make breakfast, and they're gonna get back on the road. So, yeah.
Elf fruit.
Probably water the mules or the ox.
Mm-hmm.
Feed the dog.
Royal Elfwood. Elfroot.
Heart-shaped leaves with veins of grain. Elfwood to ease the pain.
Well, then you're not eating enough of it because you're still a pain.
Maybe that explains why you're always in such a mood. Am I the stick up your ass?
You might be.
Probably.
You're small enough to fit.
Well,
Just got weird.
it's very basic breakfast. You know, they probably got some.
I have rations and I have fresh
Well,
food.
they're cooking, but it's probably like basic stuff. Like they probably got some dried meats. They probably have some eggs,
I would say eggs are usually pretty.
potatoes,
Yeah.
and some hard bread, like hardtack kind of bread stuff.
Maybe
Yeah.
cheese.
Maybe some
And
bread.
cheese, yeah,
We could have fruit.
yeah.
Some
fruit,
apples.
yeah. It's very, very basic.
Apples or something dried.
Yeah. So it's very, very basic stuff. Stuff I mean, they probably.
Friggin' medieval road food is so good. So bad for you. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.